All right, welcome back to the show, everyone, and good afternoon to you. Hope you guys are staying cool. I'm not. It's 111 degrees today out here, and yep. Let's do some extra work, y'all. This one was suggested and requested by the community. This one is titled 2006 Kobe Didn't Play Basketball. He Committed Crimes. This is from a channel called Hoop Heaven. I didn't actually notice until just now. Guys, this is a newer channel, it looks like, and they have 84 subscribers. So, I'll do the usual thing. The link is going to be down below in the description for this video that I'm reacting to. If you guys like it, consider subscribing. We could seriously blow up a channel if you guys end up liking it. I'll do the same thing though. I don't just subscribe to anything, so I will see if I enjoy this video, and if I do, I will subscribe. So that's going to be in the description down below for you guys. Also down there, you're going to see a list of channel members. Shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. Everybody else, please leave this video a like. It helps out a ton. And let's get into it, man. Let's see what this is all about.
We are here to celebrate greatness for 20 years.
Kobe, desperate to get to the basket and score. And he does. Shoutout to the basket, Kobe. They wanted a dunk, though. Yeah.
In one single game, Kobe Bryant scored more points than entire NBA teams score in some games today. In 1 month, he averaged numbers that would make Michael Jordan blush. And in one season, he didn't just break basketball, he committed systematic acts of violence against the sport itself that were so brutal, so relentless, so absolutely criminal, that 20 years later, we're still trying to process what we witnessed. What Kobe did in 2006 wasn't basketball, it was a masterclass in athletic terrorism.
Alright, man, I'll give him cool editing.
Absolute gulag behavior. Let me paint you the picture of just how hopeless Kobe's situation was in 2006. The Lakers roster that season reads like a list of players you'd find at your local YMCA pickup game. Starting lineup included Smush Parker, a point guard whose Wikipedia page is only good enough to remind you he played basketball. Chris Mayhem, a center who averaged 6.6 points per game.
Yeah, I remember Chris
Walton, who was a solid rotational player, but certainly not a star. And never mind that his father was a Lakers legend.
Hey, but some cool memories do come from Bill Walton commenting on Laker games. And, he had a couple of proud son moments in there.
But here's what makes this even more insane. The Lakers' second leading scorer that season was Lamar Odom with 14.8 points per game. To put that in perspective, in 2006, there were 47 players in the NBA who averaged more points than the Lakers' second best scorer.
I mean, I'm going to be fair. That was Kobe's Pippen. Same situation. Same type of player. He was actually the one who was initiating the offense most of the time. He was taking the ball up. I just saw him as the new Pippen. Just like when Artest went there, I'm like, okay, we have our Rodman spot. They're building teams with the same formula as those championship Bulls teams. But yeah, Lamar Odom did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did it well. Yet he doesn't get nearly as much credit as Scottie Pippen does. It's interesting.
47. Kobe's supporting cast was so weak that if you removed Kobe from the equation, the remaining Lakers would have been the worst offensive team in NBA history. The Lakers as a team averaged 97.9 points per game that season. Kobe alone averaged 35.4 points per game. That means Kobe Bryant, one human being, was responsible for 36% of his team's entire offensive production. For context, that's like if Patrick Mahomes threw for 2,000 yards while his entire team only gained 5,500 total yards for the season. But if you want to see when Kobe truly snapped and decided that the laws of basketball no longer applied to him, look at January 2006. This wasn't just a hot streak, no, this was Kobe declaring war on the concept of team basketball itself. January 22nd, 2006, against the Toronto Raptors, 81 points. 81. Let me say that again because your brain probably rejected it the first time. 81 points in a single basketball game.
I know.
But here's what's truly criminal about this performance. It wasn't even the most impressive thing Kobe did that month. The 81-point game gets all the attention, but let's examine what Kobe actually did in January 2006. January 1st, 30 points. January 3rd, 32 points. January 6th, 50 points. January 7th, 42 points.
Yeah, you'd expect like one slump day where you just can't buy a basket.
Back-to-back games, by the way. Okay, January 9th, 37 points. January 16th, 23 points. His off night. January 17th, 31 points. January 19th, 44 points. January 22nd, 81 points. January 26th, 53 points. January 28th, 35 points. And January 30th, 29 points. In the month of January alone, Kobe averaged 43.4 points per game.
Yeah, that'll do it.
43.4. To put that in perspective, only 4 players in NBA history have ever achieved 37 points per game for an entire season. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan...
What did you call him?
Points per game for an entire season. Wilt Chamberlain...
This is AI, isn't it? How is AI making videos of this level? What the hell?
Michael Jordan, Elgin Baylor, and Kobe himself.
Elgin Baylor. This is 100% AI. Damn.
2006. Kobe was averaging 43.4 in January, which means that for 1 month, he was playing basketball at a level that surpassed the greatest individual seasons in NBA history. Let's break down exactly what happened on January 22nd, 2006. Because the raw number, 81 points, doesn't capture the full scope of the basketball war crime that occurred that night. Kobe shot 28 of 46 from the field, that's 60.9% shooting while taking 46 shots. For comparison, most players struggle to shoot 60% when they take 10 shots.
Yeah.
Kobe maintained elite efficiency while launching nearly 50 shots. He went 7 of 13 from three-point range and 53.8% from beyond the arc while being triple-teamed most of the night. He was 18 of 20 from the free throw line, meaning he got fouled constantly but still maintained his composure. But here's the part that makes this truly insane. The Lakers were losing by 18 points in the third quarter. This wasn't garbage time stat padding.
Yeah, we actually, I remember talking about this in that documentary too. They needed every single point from Kobe.
Single-handedly erased an 18-point deficit and won the game 122-104. He outscored the entire Toronto Raptors team 55-41 in the second half. One human being outscored an entire NBA team over 2 quarters of basketball. The Raptors had 5 players score in double digits that night. Their leading scorer, Chris Bosh, had 18 points. Kobe had 55 points in the second half alone, more than any...
Yo, you guys, I just gotta be real. This music is blasting in my ears right now. I'm trying to listen to them.
The Raptors scored in the entire game.
Or it.
The 81-point game is just the headline. The real story is the collection of records Kobe set in 2006 that are so absurd, they read like typos. 4 straight games with 50-plus points. This had never been done before in NBA history. Never. Not by Jordan, not by Wilt, not by anyone. Kobe did it like it was a casual Tuesday. Multiple 50-plus point games in a single season. Kobe had 4 games with 50 or more points in the 2005-06 season, including his 81-point masterpiece. This placed him in the lead company for single-season scoring outbursts. Outscored into defense optional, teams tried everything. The Phoenix Suns assigned their best defender, Shaun Marion, to guard Kobe exclusively. Kobe dropped 50. They switched to Steve Nash helping on every possession. Kobe dropped 39 with 12 assists because now he was just toying with them. The Detroit Pistons, who had the best defense in the NBA that season, threw their entire defensive scheme at Kobe. They had Tayshaun Prince, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, shadow him. They had Ben Wallace held from the weak side. They had Chauncey Billups picking him up full court. Kobe's response? 37 points on 14 of 25 shooting. But here's the most insane part. teams started fouling Kobe intentionally to prevent him from scoring in the flow of the offense, particularly late in games or when he was in full flight. While it wasn't quite the hack-a-shack, teams still resorted to fouling him, hoping he'd miss or to simply disrupt his rhythm. That didn't matter though, because he shot 85% from the free throw line that season.
Nice.
So let's talk numbers that shouldn't exist in basketball. Kobe's usage rate in 2006 was 38.7%. This means he was involved in nearly 40% of all Lakers possessions when he was on the court, and for comparison, the highest usage rate in the 2022-23 season was Luka Doncic at 36%.
And to think Luka does it with ball in hand, Kobe did it playing off ball.
Kobe's usage rate was so high, it broke the traditional models of basketball efficiency. His player efficiency rating was 28, which ranks as one of the highest single-season PERs in NBA history, placing him among the all-time greats in terms of statistical efficiency. True shooting percentage of 55.9%, while averaging 35.4 points per game. To put this in perspective, James Harden's historic 2018-19 season, where he averaged 36.1 points per game. His true shooting was about 61.6%, but he played in a completely different era with more three-pointers and faster pace.
Yeah, I don't think it's really that comparable, Mr. AI. I think the better comparison would be 87 and 88 Jordan. That would be it, where one guy is responsible for the bulk of the scoring. He was getting 37 PPG, and then the next year he was getting 35. So it was very similar to that. And they were able to get to the playoffs, but they weren't able to get, to the top of the mountain yet. Not with a team like that. Not with one person being responsible for scoring that much of their freaking team's points.
Kobe was doing this in the slow-paced, defense-heavy mid-2000s NBA. If you want to see where Kobe truly committed basketball larceny, look at his clutch performance in 2006. In games decided by 5 points or fewer in the final 5 minutes, Kobe the basketball robbery. April 28, 2006 versus Phoenix Suns, playoffs game 4. Lakers down by 3 with 1 point.
Of course we got to do this, don't we?
2 seconds left in regulation. Kobe hits
Even the AI hates me. Like, straight up. Even the AI wants me to feel basketball pain.
A shot to force overtime, and then, in the dying seconds of overtime, he stole the inbound pass and hit the improbable game-winning buzzer beater to seal the victory. It was pure insanity. April 14th, 2006 versus Portland Trail Blazers. Lakers down by 15 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Kobe scores 18 points in the final 8 minutes, including the game-winning shot with 0.8 seconds left. February 20th, 2006 versus Memphis Grizzlies. Kobe scores 50 points, but more importantly, he scores 14 points in the final 3 minutes and 42 seconds to erase a 12-point deficit and win the game. To understand just how unprecedented Kobe's 2006 season was, we need to compare it to other legendary individual seasons. Michael Jordan's 1986-87 season, 37.1 points per game, but Jordan shot 48.2% from the field. Kobe shot 45% while having 0 reliable teammates. Wilt Chamberlain...
I mean, so did Jordan, as far as the reliable teammates back then.
1961-62 season, 50.4 points per game, but Wilt played 48.5 minutes per game in a much faster-paced era. Kobe averaged 35.4 points in 41 minutes per game. Allen Iverson's 2005-06 season, 33 points per game with a similar supporting cast situation, but Iverson shot 45.1% from the field and 31.2% from 3. Kobe shot 45% from the field and 34.7% from 3, while averaging 2.4 more points per game. Here's what makes Kobe's season truly criminal. He did it in the slowest-paced NBA era since the shot clock was introduced. The average NBA team scored 97 points per game in 2005-06. In Wilt's 50-point season, teams averaged 118.8 points per game. Kobe was putting up video game numbers in a defensive, grinded-out era. The most incredible part of Kobe's 2006 season isn't what he did individually, it's what he did for his team. The Lakers won 45-37 and made the playoffs. Without Kobe's superhuman performance, this team wins maybe 20 games. Let me prove this mathematically. In the 11 games Kobe missed due to injury that season, the Lakers went
Are you guys keeping up with this? I'm having a real issue keeping up with all this. Like, I feel like I feel like I asked ChatGPT a question and it's going off for like 5 minutes. You know, like while there's like really loud music bumping in my ears, and I'm trying to focus. I really am.
8. That's a 22-win pace over 82 games. And with Kobe, they won 45 games. Kobe's presence was worth approximately 23 additional wins. In the playoffs, Kobe's basketball terrorism continued. Against the Phoenix Suns in the first round, he averaged 27.9 points, 6.3 assists, and 5.1 rebounds while shooting 49.7% from the field. The Lakers lost the series 4-3, but Game 6 was pure Kobe violence.
Yeah, it was.
50 points on 20 of 35 shooting to force a game
Nash
7.
can't guard you.
What Kobe did in 2006 was the perfect storm of circumstances that can never be replicated. The mid-2000s NBA was the slowest, most defensive era in modern basketball. Scoring was at a premium. Today's pace and space NBA makes high-scoring games more common, but less meaningful. The team context, Kobe had to do everything because literally no one else could. In today's NBA, no star player would be put in such an impossible situation. Teams are built differently. The player, Kobe's combination of skill, psychotic competitive drive, and physical durability was unique. He played 80 games that season while carrying the entire offensive load. Modern players rest for load management. The mindset. Kobe's 2006 season was powered by pure spite. He was angry about Shaq being traded, angry about not having help, angry about...
He was angry about Shaq being traded? I don't think that's the truth.
But people questioning his ability to win without Shaq.
That's true.
At that level of sustained, fury-driven performance...
Can I just nitpick here?
Shaq being traded. Kobe's 2006 season was powered by pure spite. He was angry about Shaq being traded, angry about not having help, angry about people questioning his ability to win without Shaq.
Okay, so he was angry that people were saying he can't win without Shaq, but he was also angry that they traded Shaq.
At that level of sustained, fury-driven performance is unrepeatable. 20 years later, we're still trying to process what we witnessed. Because what Kobe did in 2006 was straight out of a sports anime. As always, rest in peace to the legend. But just how insane was Kobe in 2006? Did you catch any of his games? Do you think anyone can replicate this feat? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as usual, don't forget to slap that like and subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos like this. Until next time, stay jiggy. And if you thought Kobe Game 1 was wild, wait until you see what happened when the Miami Heat traded Jimmy Butler to the Warriors. Watch this team fumble the bag next, and you won't believe how badly they messed this one up.
Okay. I think I'm really burnt out on AI videos. You guys, like, I don't know. I'm getting to a point now where, like, with AI videos, it's like when I've seen one, I've seen them all. Like, what was going on in this video was about like 3 minutes worth of information, and then it looped, and 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 I don't even know where we ended. I know where we began. I don't know where we landed though. So like, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to like bash a channel or nothing like that, but I don't even know like this felt like all AI. Okay. I felt like the script was AI, the voice was obviously AI. I feel like the video that was captured in here was all done with AI too, because it wasn't like matching. And I feel like I just got tricked into watching a 3-minute video 5 times. That's how I feel about this. So if this is your cup of tea, the link is down below in the description for you guys. Feel free to subscribe, do whatever you like. Me personally, I miss human voices. I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to be like, you know, another like a couple years from now, if I'm still doing this, am I going to be the only one using my actual voice? You know, by then, like, are we just going to have like digital avatars and AI voices to synthesize everything? Like, I don't even know. This world is crazy. But yeah, I wasn't feeling this one. So I feel like today's a rough one, guys. It's really hot outside. I feel like I was the morning video sucked. Like it wasn't what I was expecting. When this video got suggested by the community, I was excited. When I read the title, I was like, all right, this is gonna be a cool one. I felt like this one didn't really land. And you know me, like I'm not trying to like hype up stuff if it's not real and authentic. And I just, if it's a bust, it's a bust. Hopefully I win the third one tonight. But I do have something planned tonight, and it's from Woo Hoops. And honestly, I'm probably not going to enjoy it because it's going to talk about something a little sensitive. It's about my sons. But I am a big fan of Woo Hoops, and one thing I do know is he's going to deliver a great video. So we are going to react to that for the After Dark tonight, and it's a sure win. And I surely won't be complaining about the video. I'll be complaining about the premise of the video, because boy do I have memories of this, and boy did this hurt. So I'll be talking about that tonight. Guys, sorry about this one. Sorry about the morning. I'm trying, but this is just one of those things. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a lot of people who do reaction videos, but they're not actually reacting to it because they've already seen it, and then they have pre-planned points in the video where they're gonna stop it, and they have something already like planned out that they want to say. I refuse to do that because I don't think that's an actual reaction, but 99% of the time it ends up great. Today is an example that 1% can hit twice. So it hit twice. It is what it is. But guys, I'm out of here, okay? Stay cool. Stay cooler to me. Shout out in the comments how cool it is wherever you are, or how hot it is wherever you are. And I could live vicariously through you guys. But until then, I'll see you in the comments. Like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Hit that bell if you want to get notified for the After Dark tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to members. I will see you in the comments. And most importantly, to be water, my friends. We got to flow with this kind of stuff,